Hello,
Back, everyone.
everyone.
Welcome to part
Boo,
30 of our
yourself.
journey.
You jinxed me, buddy. Boo. That's gonna be the most messiest opening ever.
Hey, it's part
But
30.
yes.
Anything can happen, okay?
And anything can happen. I thought that was Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, we just got done with it, so. Hey, let me make sure audio's all good. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me now. Come on, really. Yeah, we're fine.
What happened?
We're fine, we're fine.
I'm
No,
starting
this
to
isn't.
promote this thing, like...
No, it's just my computer screwing with me. Game's actually pretty fine. There we go. Okay.
Make sure.
Alright. Alright, time to begin. We start with Terra.
Terra. I was not wrong. Terra.
And believe me, this is my least favorite story of the three.
And yet, it's definitely got my favorite villain involved the most.
Well,
Well, no, second favorite villain.
yeah, I was about to say. Let's not kid ourselves here, Joel. And there is Xehanort.
The voiced by the best actor in the game.
And also voiced by one of the best actors in the game. It's Master Ericus.
Voiced by Luke Skywalker.
Mark Hamill, also the Joker. So yes, the Joker is in this game, except he's a hardened old man with a ponytail. Really badass looking ponytail at that.
Nor a battle for supremacy. Not a test of will,
Yeah,
a
boy.
test of heart. Both of you may prevail, or neither.
I just remember this is the first time I played Terra Story since my critical run on him.
Has to say it.
Hopefully it won't be too bad this time.
No,
because
critical should be pretty. Yeah, this should be pretty fun.
I trust you are
Gonna
ready.
promote this thing like crazy. Gonna promote this thing like crazy.
Then let the examination begin.
Alright, and now begins the Mark of Mastery. Nowhere near as epic as this in Dream Drop Distance, but that's because he goes across several worlds in Dream Drop Distance. Why are they worried about Ben? Because even Terra says he can take care of himself.
I don't know, because he's a kid.
I question how long they've been friends by this point.
That's I question.
Because we're never given a definitive answer on that.
I'm not gonna miss it now.
He can take care of himself.
Shoot.
He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Yeah. Stay sharp, then.
Alright, Terra, don't fail me now.
Come on, Terra, don't fail us now.
Alright, here we go.
You're gonna fail us later, spectacularly later.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fail spectacularly later. Alright. Stun Edge.
Alright, promoted this thing like everywhere I could possibly think of.
There was one thing about Dream Drop Distance, Joel, is that I really love the gameplay, story not so much.
I like the story more or less.
I said Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, Dream Drop Distance. Yeah.
I love the gameplay, don't care for the story. The only
See how
story
many people show up with all this promotion we did.
we'll see. It is a Sunday, Joel.
It's also a Labor Day, and it's 2 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. No one should be home by the church.
It's also 6 in some places, Joel. It is 6 where I'm at, remember that. And thus we got critical impact.
So since we're doing this, Cole, let's play a little game.
Okay.
We're gonna remember our discussion about light and darkness last time?
Yeah.
Must keep a still heart.
I'm gonna read what our good friend Red Leader Antilli said about it, and we're gonna try and see if any of that applies to Kingdom Hearts. Or if Kingdom Hearts is operating under a different system entirely.
Joel, before you even read it, In a lot of ways, yes, that's operating on a completely different system.
The two of you will
Well, let's
face
analyze and break it down, shall we?
Remember,
Alright, go
there
ahead.
are no winners.
Okay.
Only truths.
So,
For when equal
according to Red,
powers clash,
balance in the
their
galaxy
natures
far, far
reveal.
away, the Star Wars galaxy, for anyone
Begin.
not to know that, is not equal light dark side. The OT makes it clear with there not even being light side mentioned. The dark side is defined and separate from the Force. Mortis, which is canon, drives the home with the light and dark balance, excluding the dark side. The Force, the Sun, is falling to the dark side. He may be death and destruction, but balance is thrown off due to the Sun being seduced by the Sith and the dark side. The Father seems to feel that his attempts at letting the two always clash uninhibited would always lead to the dark side corrupting and destroying the balance. Shatterpoint, which is an old EU book, created an interesting idea of the Jedi serving peace and justice more than natural balance, as in nature things are dog eat dog.
Hello, Black Belt Gamer. Good to see you.
There's always next.
Hello, Black Belt Gamer. Anyway, after all, would a Jedi allow a person to be mauled to death by a Wampa? I hope not. So balance in the Force is more about protecting peace and the well-being of as many as possible. The Jedi cannot try to stop deaths from even occurring, but their goal is to make sure harmony can exist as best they can. Hence the dealing with sentient conflicts. The dark side is more about throwing aside morals for the sake of survival. It requires hatred and selfishness to work. You cannot use good emotion to power it. Frankly, you could fool yourself like Anakin, but sooner or later you realize those impulses control you. Luke has always brought up the dark side is an addiction. It's a corruption of the Force in that all about thinking internally. Feeling hate and anger are natural, but the dark side is not those emotions. It is a force that exists uninhibited those emotions. It's like Luke showed in Last Jedi. Life and death are the light side. The cave is an anchor. It is a different type of balance. Not balance in the Force, but rather the fact that evil will always be present, trying to corrupt. That does not mean welcome it and use it, but rather the balance in the Force is the light. But there's always conscious fighting between the Force and its corruptor. And that was Red's TED Talk.
I think basically, Joel, where you and I were struggling to kind of get at yesterday, especially what we were trying to get at, I think Red really summed up what the dark side is in the line where he says it's like an addiction.
Right.
You realize it's
Kingdom Hearts an addiction?
Well, let me finish, Joel. Addiction in that sense it's damaging. It's not healthy.
Right.
And because of that, it will lead to problems within your own life.
Right.
Now, Red does say evil will always exist, but it's like he said, a light will, there will always be a clash because of it. Not necessarily a balance in those two aspects, but a clash. With Kingdom Hearts, and I think we start getting this more in Birth by Sleep, the darkness I think darkness in this game almost represents getting close to what Red's getting at. Because when Aqua goes to the realm of darkness and we see all the pureblood Heartless...
Oh, that's not evil at all. That's not evil looking at all.
But when we see all the pureblood Heartless, and when you are in the realm of darkness for that period of time, there is no thinking, there is no moral code in the realm of darkness. It is pure primal instinct.
I understand.
Right.
It is pure rage and what have you that fuels those beings. They are beings born of pure darkness. By all rights, they not even be true existences, and probably within the realm of light, they really aren't.
They don't belong there.
Yeah, they don't belong there. But it's like I think some people will say in this game, the darkness is very much a part of the Kingdom Hearts universe. It does not exist within the realm of light. Very important fact there. Because of that, pushing the darkness out has always been, and from what we get from Ericus here, is to push away such negative emotions, such darkness.
Right.
So,
but then when that... Okay.
What were you going to say?
No, keep going.
No, you go ahead.
I'm about to say, well then doesn't that prove that Kingdom Hearts kind of does follow Star Wars' system?
my repeated attempts to reach in the pit.
Sort of, except both the light realm and the dark realm are both physical embodiments within the universe, so they will always exist with each other. But I think it's their clash that even keeps it going to begin with.
I need you two to get this.
If Star Wars doesn't have a dark realm. It's not yet.
If only the light realm will exist, then the Kingdom Hearts universe we knew it as would probably cease to exist as we know it.
Right. Although, could you argue that in Kingdom Hearts 1 we see darkness as a corruptor? I mean, Riku does not look like a healthy boy by the end.
I'm not saying it isn't a corruptor.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying darkness does exist. You and I can't. We can't debate that. We can't say it doesn't exist. It does in the Kingdom Hearts universe. So does the light. They are both parts of said world. Part of the whole way the universe works.
Well, it's kind of weird because technically you have two universes. Then you have the light realm, which is its own universe, and the dark realm, which is another universe.
Well, yeah.
And they kind of keep seeping into each other a little bit.
Okay, this is gonna be such a backward way of trying to explain it, but anyone who's played Guilty Gear, and this is gonna be such a backward way of explaining it, but in Guilty Gear, it's basically an anime fighting game that uses magic. Thing is, though, there is another realm in that universe altogether called the Backyard. In order for them to even use said magic, they have to pull an existence from said backyard. They borrow something from said world so they can create magic.
If you believe in magic.
So in this way, for Kingdom Hearts, and I would probably guess in a lot of ways, for Kingdom Hearts in entity to even exist, you would still need both. But there's always a clash. That's the thing.
It's weird that Star Wars hasn't come up with the idea of a dark realm yet.
Well, how would you do a dark realm?
I mean, it's kind of just other dimensions, which in the old EU, they did have other dimensions.
Did they do other dimensions in the old EU? Oh, by the way, hey, Vigriff.
Yeah, Vigriff. Yeah, there were some other dimensions. There were a few interdimensional aliens we had to fight.
And I think it's also good that Red said that balance isn't necessarily... Well, that balance isn't just balance between both forces. It's more trying to keep the peace.
Let's see, he said in Shatterpoint, which is again an old e-book, it came up with an idea of the Jedi serving peace and justice more than natural balance. As in nature, things are dog eat dog.
Yeah.
After all, would a Jedi allow a person to be mauled to death by a Wampa? So, no.
Yeah, I think I can put that logic to Kingdom Hearts 2 is if only darkness existed, we'd probably get something more akin to Hammurabi's Code.
Yeah, eye for an eye, buddy.
Yeah, think about that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Vigor's going with the Sith Code. I like that.
Peace is a lie. There's only... how does it go? Yeah, peace is a lie. There's only passion. Exactly.
Joel, answer me this. Does the Sith Code still exist in the, Is it recanonized? Good.
Like Code, Cisco, they're back in the game.
Good.
They've been... And also... I believe Darth Maul was muttering it a lot during the Clone Wars.
Black Belt Gamer says yes, it is canon. Cool.
Yep.
And
but
here we
that
are.
Makes sense. I mean, like obviously, if a lion tried to eat a person, the Jedi's gonna stop the lion from eating that person because they're a person.
What were you talking about earlier? Something about a code? You mean Hammurabi's Code?
You were the one who brought up Hammurabi's Code. Oh.
Well, no, Vigriff asked. Joel, do you know Hammurabi?
Yeah, eye for an eye.
Yeah. Maurer cites it in part of the junk planet when Savage Press finds him. Oh, I wish. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what Vigor. Yeah. Hammurabi's history lesson time. I think Hammurabi is Babylon, Joel?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's Babylon.
I think it's someone released.
But anyway, Hammurabi comes from the time of...
I hate the redesign, by the way, of the Unders.
I do too.
I like blue.
I do too. Anyway,
Purple.
Hammurabi back in the day, back when prehistory, mind you, Hammurabi was one of the first known rulers to write down a law system, to write down a specific laws and specific punishments for said crimes. Though, bear in mind, his system was much more extreme than most that would come after it. Yeah, the Griff also prefer the original.
Justinian's code.
Yeah, it wasn't Justinian's code. No. No, this was no, it was if you killed someone's if you killed a daughter, your daughter had to be killed or something just as close. Bragwell gamer, hang on, is Hammurabi Babylon? No, I don't think he's Babylon. He might be early Mesopotamia. I can't remember where he. Look it up, Joel. Where is he? I'm trying to remember for the life of me where he comes from. I thought he was Babylon.
Hammurabi with the first Babylonian dynasty?
Yeah, exactly. I thought he was Babylon.
1792 from 7050 BC.
Yeah. So like I said,
get on to this, Cole. One minute we're talking about Star Wars. Next minute we're talking about Hammurabi.
Well, when you think about it in a lot of ways, Star Wars has brings in a lot of political ideas in a lot of ways. I don't always go forth with them, but there are a lot of roots.
Oh no, you're right. You know that originally the Empire was always going to be an empire, like it wasn't a republic. Like one of the early ideas was like it was always an empire, but it just one day it got a bad emperor.
I imagine that was probably Well, considering what you've told me about the makings of the original trilogy, that wouldn't surprise me one bit. Chris Peterson, what's up, Chris Peterson?
Hey, Chris Peterson. Alright. I'm glad I did do this. Welcome to Birth by Sleep.
When I see you on, instead of saying Chris Peterson, I'm just going to call you CP. That seems like, especially because I think MCP and so forth. Seems easier that way. You will learn, people. I am good with faces, but not names.
Black Belt Gamer said, there's a saying, if everyone obeyed the rule eye for an eye, the whole world would be blind.
Exactly.
Yes, it would. But what were we talking about before we got on? We were talking about dimensions. Yeah, Star Wars doesn't have a dark realm akin to Kingdom Hearts. It has a dark side, but it doesn't have a dark realm. It does have dimensions, or it did. Well, no, it still does, because there's an episode of Rebels, World Between Worlds, which is
there
kind
like
of
a fourth dimension?
They do a time travel.
Okay. Chris says, that is seriously my nickname. CP it is, then. Yeah, don't worry, sorry. The way Birth by Sleep's save system works, it's a bit annoying. That's just directly pulled from the PSP port. The PSP port just had that same save system. It's annoying, but it's there. Vigor says, what do you think of the concept of Destiny? I'm not a particular fan of it. I'm not either, Vigriff.
I believe we all are. I like it when everyone had the choice.
Yeah, exactly, I agree.
That's more
I agree.
Although, what do you make of Well...
Also, Black Belt Gamer says, who's having issues with the internet? Joel, are we having issues with the internet?
Can everyone hear me? Cole, can you hear me?
Hang on, let me check the audio real quick. Yep, we're fine.
Why aren't you asleep, boy?
What you were saying?
Are you talking? Maybe he was just worried about the live stream because it was
Who are you?
Maleficent. Hey, Cole, I got a controversial opinion.
CP says I played the one with Master Aqua and 2.8 remix. Oh, you played Fragmentary Passages. Okay. We will get to that later on. We will get there.
Terra.
I have a controversial opinion. I actually like Maleficent quite a bit in this game.
I do too.
I feel like there's more. I feel like she's kind of returned to her one roots a bit more.
Well, it's easier to do it because she's in her original world. But back to the topic of.
Oh, you're right.
But to the topic of Destiny.
Ever heard of a man named Xehanort?
Yeah, like I was about to say. Well, how do you feel about Avatar? The good one, not the blue one.
Yeah, no. A lot of people give a lot of bad stuff toward the finale.
Tell me, what was he doing?
I would talk about Aang's destiny to be the Avatar. He was chosen. I guess you could argue though that he chose eventually to be the Avatar. Even though he
Well,
didn't
think
want
about
to
it like this,
first.
Joel. Eventually, he could give up and die, and then it would be someone else's destiny. So, in a roundabout way, it isn't necessarily his destiny. It's just the role he's given that he can choose to accept or just throw away if he just chooses to die.
Chris Pearson, have you played DDD?
Yes.
Cole has. I haven't.
Yes, and I will be playing it here, and I will be playing it through this journey as well. So look forward to that. Viewer says, "Yeah, I did not like the way that way tend to show."
That's definitely a sticking point. That's definitely a sticking point, and one I can understand why people feel that way.
I do too. I like that ending more than most.
I heard they were going to get a 4th season, and that would have probably explained some of those plot holes.
CP says, "Have you fought Julius?"
No.
Yes, I have. I've never beat him, but I have fought him.
Like, if you read the comics, apparently they're doing the stuff that people criticize, like the Fire Lord trying to get his power back, Azula still being crazy, the whole mother thing.
Yeah. That's the one part about the ending of the show that I love, is that we learn bit by bit about Azula that she really does. Whereas Zuko has daddy issues, Azula has mommy issues to the extreme.
I heard there's actually like a reason for it or something.
Oh yeah, well, and a
in
lot
the
of
comics at least.
And I love her going crazy because now that her father's just left her to be on her own, she has no one. And worried that someone's always going to betray her. Man, Azula really should have listened to Kreia. Kreia would have been a good influence on her.
Back to Maleficent for a second.
Yeah.
Even though her role is definitely not as big as one, obviously, I feel like I like her characterization a lot more. I feel like there's a little bit more going on in her head.
Yeah.
Yes, I even kind of like it more in Dream Drop Distance too, honestly. I know that's controversial because you only get
Where
one
you know she's definitely affiliated with Xehanort?
I'm not sure if she's affiliated with Xehanort, but I definitely think she knows something's going on, and the machination of her brain is going.
Yeah. Vigor says, "I honestly thought Azula did care about Zuko in an extremely aloof manner. That is until Zuko betrayed the Fire Nation." I would agree with you as well, Vigor. There's bits and scenes here and there where it's shown she probably does care about him, and she's just a bit. Well, let's not tiptoe around it. Azula's whacked, Joel. You and I can both agree. She's a bit of a she's a few cracks away from being a broken fortune cookie.
She cray-cray.
Yeah, she cray-cray, exactly. CP says, "I beat him, but only in 3DS and on PS4 version. I'm level 38, and I barely do any damage. He's overpowered." Well, yeah. That's endgame boss for you.
CP, if you're new to this live stream stuff, just make sure to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get notifications when we do this again.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely be doing it again. Oh, shit. When can I get... Okay, time to... Alright.
Black Belt Gamer said, Azula was raised to believe power was everything.
Yep.
Because of that, she feared losing it and tied her whole being to having all the power possible.
You know what's weird, Joel? You know what's weird, Joel, now that I think about it?
Azula's kind of like Hux?
Not that, but we never really see her and Iroh interact, like, at all.
Oh yeah, Uncle Ryder. Sorry, I was kidding.
Yeah, we never see the two of them interact. We don't even know what their relationship is like.
Probably very condescending.
Probably, but I wonder what their time was like when they were children. I mean, if you remember back in the day, Joel, when Azulon was still,
kid.
When Azulon was still alive, he was gonna have Ozai kill Zuko.
Yeah.
Just so Ozai could understand what it was like to be his brother.
But that family's kind of messed up.
Yeah. Vigor says, "I imagine soured." Yeah. CP says, "Going off topic here, but have you ever seen DBC?" I have. I've seen the whole show. Joel hasn't, and he's not a big anime person.
No, actually, I was watching a little bit of My Hero Academia on TV last night just because it was on. I do quite like the main character. He reminds me of Sora a little bit.
Deku?
That Sora
Or Midoriya?
Yeah, he got that... You get that Sora vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I've been meaning to continue watching My Hero Academia. I just haven't really given in to doing it yet.
Where'd you learn that name?
I love Maleficent's little speech here. This was actually one of my favorite cutscenes.
No more games.
When first watching this game.
Yeah.
Impudence will get you nowhere.
I just like the fact that Maleficent actually has some stuff going on. Besides just, I'm just the villain of this world.
Yeah. And we're setting up for her there to be more with
Why
her.
would I ever want to do that?
Beaker says ditto.
See,
Yeah.
that's some good tie-in stuff right here.
Yeah.
I actually think Enchanted Dominion's my favorite world. What about you?
Enchanted Dominion.
I don't know.
If we're talking
If you had to
Disney,
connect, if we're just talking like if you had to merge the story plots of all three characters together, like
probably Enchanted Dominion.
Then you will be free
Vigorsive still didn't like how Terra wasn't made into a massive jerk,
You and me both, Vigriff.
or at least subtly. Like, don't start him off that way, but
Or at least pick a side and stick with it.
We could be rid of it.
or do the Anakin and TCW thing where he is kind of like a kind of cocky kid, but every now and then he'll have like these moments of just dark side, like. He'll be like the heroic person, but then like if you get him real angry, he'll start force choking you.
Well, the problem with Terra, well, Joel, let's not you and I kid around here. The problem with Terra here is that anytime he's involved, it's like the writer or it's like Nomura can't tell what he wants to do with him.
Well, he doesn't really do anything bad. Like even right now, it's mind control.
Well, and he
It's
isn't even.
mind control.
Well, and it's retroactively said later that he isn't even the one who does this. It's Xehanort.
I thought it was Maleficent who was doing this, but okay.
No, it's confirmed to be Xehanort and all that. Erica says. Vigor says
how did
Erica is more
Xehanort
like
do-
Mace Windu than Obi-Wan.
Yeah, actually, no, you're right. Eric is just kind of a bit more like Mace Windu. Because he does take Mace Windu kind of loses it by the end.
Well, also, and he's of course more like Last Jedi Luke, just a bit more extreme.
Actually, I think he's kind of more like Mace Windu because he's actually willing to kick the.
You speak
Yeah.
as if I pulled
Uh,
some in
Like
But
Gamer,
anyways.
I've started up KH2 the other day, and I'm loving the more merciful difficulty curve. Way more my style than KH1 difficulty curve. Mouse man. Oh, KH2 is the only game in my life that I've ever platinumed. CP says in Kingdom Hearts, Sora and Riku are especially like Goku and Vegeta. Riku wants evil and Sora good. Riku tries to be better and good like Vegeta and protect his friends and family. That is an interesting comparison, CP. I wish Joel had watched DBZ because that's actually an interesting comparison to make.
Oh,
And
don't worry,
yes.
Black Up Gamer, we know.
Yeah, well, we know. We made sure to say they're like, yes, this is Erica, this is Mark Hamill. But the difference between Riku and Vegeta is that even though Vegeta kind of comes around, he's still really messed up in the head and lets himself basically get manipulated by someone to kill people just so he can fight Goku because he's so obsessed with beating him.
Right.
He
Back to
gets-
the Star Wars.
He gets almost Batman levels of insanity, almost like he knows that even though it may never happen, he's obsessed with doing it to the very end. Anyway, you were saying, Joel.
Well, like Clone Wars, Anakin has some good moments too, and I think also GD Anakin from the.
It's
2D
okay, Bob
Clone
Dog. I'm
Wars
gonna
got
continue.
Where it's like, kill son Goku, Vigor shouts.
Kill son
Anyway,
Goku.
I was saying there's a good moment like Anakin's like worried about Ahsoka because of some of the Geonosian stuff, and he goes to interrogate Poggle the Lesser in the ship, and Poggle, he's being stubborn because he's Poggle the Lesser, and he kind of tells the droid to get out, like he can handle it himself, and it's like the Poggle's like, oh, you're a Jedi, blah blah blah. But Anakin's like, yeah, forget that. And he just starts force choking him because he's so mad, like he wants to protect Ahsoka. Like Terra should do stuff like that, like just have like. Grab someone by the neck and just start choking them out.
I'll even give you an example. I'll give you another good example, Joel, is the one that's not even canon anymore, unfortunately, but it's the 2D Clone Wars where Anakin fights Asajj. Where he basically grabs her arms and looks at her. He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna die." Well, no, but it gets. But that's one of my favorite Anakin moments, by the way, is that fight. I really wish that fight was still canon.
I mean, to be fair, it's not canon.
Yeah, I mean, Ventress is still around, so... Question, is Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker one and the same, or are they separate people? Because let me tell you, it's annoying. Joel.
Well, no, they're the same person. I think they're the same person. I think they're the same person. They're the same person. They're just they're just all of Anakin's bad traits amplified. Like if someone tried to defend Anakin by saying, you know, oh, that was Darth Vader, I would think, no, that was Anakin who did that. I think they're the same person.
I agree. CP says at the end of this is sad because Ventus is put in Sora's heart. Yes! It is quite... It's quite sad. Oh wait, actually... are all these leveled up? Shit, hang on. Let's see if I can meld anything. Yes, go away. Yes, I can.
I think Vader just likes to think of himself as a different person because he doesn't want to remember his past.
Yeah. He's basically lying to himself. He's fooling himself into thinking he's something different.
Now, when the good guys do that, I think it's more sort of a denial thing. Like, they don't want to believe it.
Yeah. Okay, Black Ball Gamer, they are separate personalities, but in simplicity, they are one and the same person. It's a tricky concept. Yeah. I always like to think of Vader as the person Anakin eventually became. He's still Anakin, but he's a perversion of what Anakin once was, and that he's all the bad traits of Anakin just pushed to a T. And it's like, is this? I wish. What is the? There was a comic where Vader is dealing with Padme's death.
There's a few comics where that happens. You have to be more specific.
But it's the one where Vader says, "Yes, Padme, I killed you and the child you carry, and I hate myself for it. And it's that hatred that powers me."
That was an old Dark Times comic, I think. You have to ask Red for the specific name. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I
kind of
can't
did a thing like that in the new Vader comic a couple years ago.
Yeah, I like seeing him deal with Padme's death, because that brings some interesting thoughts into perspective. CP, when Terra is lingering will, is he truly himself, or is it him thinking he is fighting Xehanort? Okay, so here's the thing. The lingering will, the sentiment, if you will. Yeah, I know I did. Yeah, I know it was bad. All lingering will is just Terra's Keyblade armor and Keyblade, and just inhabited by his emotions, the emotions and the determination to take out Xehanort and reclaim his body. Meaning, that armor is always wanting to get back his original body. But I guess, in a weird way, he's bound to that world because that's where he lost himself? I guess?
More ways than one.
Huh?
Yeah, more ways than one.
Yeah.
You know, my ultimate problem with Terra is that I don't believe he has a fall to the dark side.
No,
He's
I agree.
nice. He's an idiot, but he's nice.
Yeah. Which is weird, because I think in the original development, I'm pretty sure he was gonna be.
Be what?
Fall to the dark side.
Right.
Because you remember that cutscene with... Remember, Joel, there was that cutscene with him and Maleficent that got cut where you see him kind of smiling maniacally.
Yeah, there's no, like, you know, he bows to Master Xehanort, and, like, Master Xehanort, you shall be known as... You know.
CP says, so we might see Terra's armor in KH3 game. No, we'll definitely see his armor in KH3. I think we'll have to.
You know, there's no, like, you shall be known as
Viger says he most likely was in order to mirror Riku. Yeah. Black Belt Gaming. Lingering Will is like Alphonse from FMA. You're gonna have to read that, Joel.
Okay, hang on. Back to where's the live stream? There he is.
Shit.
Lingering Will is more like Alfonso from FMA. He's in he is there in that his will / spirit is so driven to take back his body that took command of his old armor.
Thank God for D-Link.
Uh-oh.
We're fine.
Okay. Sorry, people. If you know me too, then you know we gotta concentrate during these boss battles.
Yeah, especially when I have no means of regular healing, except D-Link. I'm level 3, Joel. I'm level 3, Joel.
I would have gone to level 5. Probably you'll train after this.
Viger says I never use D-Link. Funny thing, if you use the D-Links in certain ways, they are OP as all hell.
I've actually never used the D-Link either, but
I typically don't either, but they're apparently really, really good. Okay, But yes, he is very much like Alphonse in that way. D-Link is overpowered. Yes, it very much can be.
That's why it's useful.
I really... Oh, shit.
Did you die?
No, I'm still here. I'm still... Stop fucking... Yes, people, I'm fine. Don't worry. Wait, can I... Wait, why can I not... Why can I not use... What? Oh, thank God. Why can I not use... Really, it has to be fully powered up. That's stupid. Aim for his limbs first, yeah. How do you... Ugh.
Black Belt Gamer says, I hope Terra gets rid of Xehanort's heart and gets his body back. He needs that victory. Don't we all?
Yeah, don't we all? Ho 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 ho. Why isn't my D-Link not working? Come on. Alright, I am really going to have to play this safe. Whew. Ho 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 ho.
Joel should have gone to level 5.
I'm fine, Joel. Don't do this to me now.
Let's see. Chris Pearson said you should live Kingdom Hearts 365 2 over days would be fun. We can't do that because that's a cutscene only game.
Yeah, we're thinking about just doing straight up commentaries for that later on. Whew.
We just want to get to Birth by Sleep now because we're trying to get through everything as much as we can before 3 comes out.
Yeah.
I know we have like a year, like a good half rest of a year to go, but still.
Hell!
We are...
Stop! Oh, I hate this thing when it jumps. Let's all be quiet so we can get this much needed, folks. Don't worry, y'all can talk. Joel can continue to talk. Chris CP says with a DS. I would love to do that. Problem is, I don't have any means of recording that. Still with me, Joel?
Still here.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, people. Cole will train way more.
Oh, believe me, I'll train way more. I'm just keeping the video entertaining. Shit! Alright. Terra, you suck.
Joel, have you seen the new MLP episodes? No, I guess not really. I haven't really kept up with it much.
CP says if I die, I should level up. Don't worry, if I die, I definitely will level up. I would love to have Cure! Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God. There we go, command style. Screw off. Alright. Really?
Did anybody here watch Tangled, the series?
This is a new episode where a new... Fuck!
Did you die?
Yeah, I died. Damn, I was going too well. Damn, that was intense. Alright. Alright, hang on, I got an idea. I got one, yep. Alright, how much are... There. The annoying thing about Birth by Sleep is that at the first starting world... No, dude, you're fine. It actually makes the live streams more interesting to see both Joel and I suffer. Makes for more epic fights. CP, really, you're gonna do the Krillin thing? Okay, I see what you're doing. Alright. Alright. I'm getting rid of that because it's useless.
Useless.
Castle of Dreams is especially hellish for Aqua early game. Critical start for Ventus is extremely difficult.
We should know, we never finished it.
The whole thing about this. Okay, so the whole thing about saving is that whenever I go to save my game, it cuts out because it doesn't want to show the files itself. It's a weird thing that PlayStation likes to do.
Oh, Black Belt Gamer, you do realize Cole is playing?
Yes, I am the one.
Joel,
Yes, I am playing. No, yeah, Cole. I am the one playing. Joel would be playing this, but he has barely played through Birth by Sleep.
Get BRB.
Be right back.
To be fair, this would have happened with me either way, so it's not like...
Oh, yeah.
So it's still the same problem.
Yeah. Why did I put sleep? Yeah, might as well make use of it.
What happened?
Put sleep on by accident. Might as well level up.
Well, while you level up, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm gonna be right back, too.
Tiger says just don't get Yamcha'd again. Believe me, I'd have to continue failing multiple times to get Yamcha'd and get immediately killed. And Terra's would-be wife would have to get taken by Ventus. Can't get more pathetic than that. There we go. Alright, sleep. I can't help for Joel's audio. Joel's audio can be kind of weird from time to time. You mean Phineas? Yeah, Phineas. Exactly. I would love to see a fanfic of that somewhere. Alright. Yeah, Ventus really doesn't have the stones to do that. Alright. Okay, it's leveling up, that's good. Finish commands, any new, damn it. No new finishing commands, that sucks. The thing that sucks with some of the starting worlds is that your areas to train, especially on difficulty, are very limited. So, it's a little unfortunate.
I'm back.
You know what would have been interesting to see, Joel, that Birth by Sleep unfortunately doesn't take advantage of?
What?
You know what Birth by Sleep doesn't take advantage of?
What?
Black Belt Gamer, he's a kid, he shouldn't be thinking about establishing those kinds of relationships yet. Yeah, but Sora and Riku seem to be all about that, so you know. But anyway, you know what Birth by Sleep doesn't take advantage of that it could?
What?
Bringing in the Little Mermaid prequel.
Well, that movie's not even that good, so...
Yeah, but at least you bring in Ariel's mother, and you could tie that into a Keyblade wielder basically killing Triton's wife.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
That'd be interesting.
So what were we talking about Ventus again? What did I miss?
Well, it's just, it's a Dragon Ball reference. Alright. There was a Little Mermaid prequel. Yes, there was. A really awful one at that, but there was a prequel.
Oh, yeah.
Or show a younger Triton. Yes! Let's show a younger Triton. What? Can we please show a younger Triton?
Show his bitterness to the Keyblade wielders.
Why do I somehow see Triton being a bad boy in his... Alright.
I don't know.
I hope this gives me something good.
Hey, Cole, guess what I found at the bookstore?
What?
There's a Hocus Pocus novel sequel.
A Hocus Pocus sequel, you said?
Yeah.
Is Hocus Pocus a musical or is it just a straight up movie?
It's a movie. You don't know about Hocus Pocus?
I've never I know about it, I've just never seen it.
It's the best Halloween thing ever. It's dumb and stupid, but I love it.
Alright. Alright, so, oh, and by the way, now we have Blizzara.
Sorry.
Viger says, so though he may have seen the Keyblade War to begin with, considering his age, I heard the Mer have longer lifespans. Oh, that is a good idea. Maybe he did see the Keyblade War.
Keyblade War, but yeah, that could be interesting. That would be interesting.
Alright, Joel, you're gonna have to hang on. Okay, so here's something confused me. Why is there no meddling rule? Isn't a keep? Believe me, Lightbow, we'll get to that later on. We'll get to that.
But no meddling rule is sort of like the worst rule ever.
It's a worse rule because it doesn't make any sense in the context it's given. Doesn't make any sense because we don't know who set up established rule, and we don't know why Goofy's the one who brings it up. There we go. See, training makes all the difference.
I always just like to say that I just like to say, you know, I like to just point out with my story, like, where they bring it up, like, sort of like, you know what, we've already meddled so much, who cares?
He's like, you know what, we screwed around so much, we might as well just make ourselves known.
Exactly.
At least the Viera in Final Fantasy XII basically just say, oh, we're racist to other beings, and this is our place, that is their place.
What level are you on, by the way, Cole?
Level 4.
Okay.
What's wrong?
No, I'm just curious, like, when you gonna try the boss again?
At least level 5 or 6. I might try to get Blizzaga.
Black Belt Gamer said it cannot be upheld because of the nature of the butterfly effect.
Yes. The rule's so stupid it shouldn't even exist in the first place, exactly.
See, I understand why it might exist, but
I understand why it might exist, but I have to understand in the text of why it would exist, and we're never given context as to why it exists.
I mean, I can understand, like, if you go to a different world, you just start messing around with it, you're kind of invading.
Yeah, but I can also understand in certain some of the conflicts may be a bit too unstable for Keyblade wielders to have a really direct take on the matter. So you'd really only be destroying more. You really wouldn't be doing much other than just making things a little bit worse.
Well, what's that rule in Star Trek that always gets that can be terribly written? The Prime Directive. That's it. It reminds me a little of the Prime Directive, but even the Prime Directive is a little questionable at some points.
Yeah. Yeah, Vigor for the Prime Directive. I want to get to the point where we're good, where we get good at editing, that we can add a technical difficulties thing to our videos, Joel.
But we can't do that during live streams.
Well, yeah, that's true. I forget we go to the Mysterious Tower unless we go to the Incense Tower. Also, yes, command styles. Command styles vary depending on what commands you use.
I saw a funny tweet that says only facts in this house, and it's a picture of Google, and it says Zack Snyder's full name, and a picture of Zack Snyder, and underneath in big bold letters it says God.
Vigor says, at least the Prime Directive is mostly bent rather than outright violated at times.
That is true.
Well, that's the other thing we don't know. That's the other thing Kingdom Hearts does not do a good job at doing is when can we bend it, and when does it necessarily mean we violate it?
Well, I think that just goes into moral quandaries of when should a Keyblade Master interfere, when he shouldn't interfere. I do think there's a reason why, sort of like,
Oh, I agree. There's a
just
reason
like-
why. I just want to. I want to be told that reason why. I want context.
Like, I can understand, like, if Sora stopped a bank robbery,
Yeah.
or you get travel world on a bank robbery, but, like, it's sort of like, she shouldn't help a person win gambling bets.
Yeah.
Get help him.
There's a time. There's
I
a
do
time
think
where you. What?
There's the time and place.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially
Well,
if it's great, you know.
It also doesn't help that Sword never really had a straight-up Keyblade master.
Not too.
I mean, I guess you could
Well-
say Yen Sid.
Yeah, well, you know, it's the Spider-Man thing of, like, with great power.
Well, with great power comes responsibility. Yeah. And you can always chalk it up to Goofy just not knowing how to explain shit. So.
But actually no. Alice in Wonderland, I felt tried to do that right, because like
Yeah.
Donald was like, let's not meddle in this trial. It has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Like, should Sora have meddled? Was that really his place?
Well.
Even if.
I think the thing is, he didn't. Well, the problem is he didn't know the context.
I sort of in my story version, I sort of played it up as like Sora interferes, but then it's like there's greater consequences because
Yeah.
like he has to suffer some consequences.
I
Well,
think
it
that's
kinda
the,
does,
I think that's the big issue of these games is just what you said, Joel, is that there aren't really consequences whenever it's brought up.
I sort of play with that idea that every time Sora tries to do something, there's always a consequence to it, like something bad, worse happens.
Vigor says you do realize you can use the command board to level up commands. Yes, yes, Vigor, if I do. The problem with the command board, and this is part of the reason I don't like using it, is if you are stupid about using the command board, you can lose said commands.
And we don't want that.
And I'm not going to do that. I'd rather not try to reload saves, trying to go through stuff, especially for very specific commands. Blackout Gamer. Either way, it is more of an inverse universe explanation of needing to preserve continuity for the source material. Yeah.
They don't really preserve the continuity though, because they don't even go. It's not like Sora came in the middle of. Oh, I lost my train of thought for a second.
Does that give me anything? Blizzard. No. Nope. Yeah, meddling usually is how they save the world. And I think what Sora eventually learns, it's about establishing relationships with said worlds, and that's how you kind of find out when meddling is really needed.
Well, yeah.
You know?
Being an old article, it's, yeah. So you gonna try the boss again, Cole, or?
I'm gonna get Blizzard to just one more level and see if I can meld the two together. If not, I'll go try the boss.
All right.
Because I'm not gonna just waste time trying to get Blizzard to like level 3. So a Keyblade has to play it, but a Keyblader has to play it by ear, basically. And that way, it's kind of like the Jedi.
Pretty much.
I will look forward to the day when I finally get another finishing command. Lord. My HP increase? I think it did. That's alright. I gotta love getting good commands really early. I like knowing in Bird by Sleep that if you play right, your efforts are rewarded.
Mm-hmm.
If you play stupidly, you're not.
That's why Cole's playing and not me.
Well, you would be a decent player. Oh shit, that's Blizzard. Wait, where's the other one? Oh, there it is.
You have 2 blizzards already.
God, looking at the colors is painful. Yeah. Doesn't help that the camera in this game is not great. It's better than its PlayStation Portable counterpart. Oh, and he's talking about the Onverse. Yeah, the colors on the Onverse are awful.
I miss the blue.
I do too. I hate the recoloring of the Heartless in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I really don't like the recoloring.
I just realized something, Cole.
What?
When do you think they're gonna release Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix?
Nomura has said that they're not going to release a final mix, though that could easily change because, you know, this is Nomura we're talking.
Kingdom Hearts 3 already feels packed enough.
Yeah.
Do they really need a final mix compared to the other two?
Bye Gamer. How does one meddle in with a source story? Cage. Yeah, crap, you're going to have to read that, Joel.
Okay. Says, how does one meddle with a source story cage style properly? I've been mulling over it in my head for ages. I agree the colors aren't that cool. Beaker said they look like separate enemy species in the Unversed.
Yes, exactly.
Beaker says probably several years of Cage 3 is released. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that too.
So, what are you trying to say, Black Belt Gamer? Like, which are you trying to say that you want to make a story that's like Sora
dealing with the ethics of Sora's meddling?
I guess so. Like, what? He comes to the Tangled world and accidentally screws up Tangled story. That's so that Eugene and Rapunzel don't get together.
Yeah, kind of like do an anti-version of the world, like where Sora screws up or something. And then at the end of the story, be like Sora just becomes some sort of drunk and he realizes he can't do anything right.
Oh lordy. Beaker says yes! Exclamation point. So I'm.
Shit.
I thought you were gonna meld Blizzard together.
I will as soon as Blizzard's at the proper level. Hang on.
It sounds like Doctor Who when the Doctor comes to a certain planet and accidentally changes the time streams.
Yeah.
You see, well, maybe that's a little bit like that, Cole, like time travel ethics.
Yeah, let's talk time travel. Yeah, let's bring in time travel ethics into 3. Yeah, let's really try wrapping our head around that. I'll let you read that, Joel.
Oh, okay. Oh, hang on.
There we go.
My story is an Black Belt Gamer says, my story is an OC Keyblade wielder entering Equestria. How do I mess around with the story without making a whole new story that is very different? A speaker, Sora effing up the world by accident would make a good story material.
Yes,
I agree. I'll try to think, or one of the, or just any of them, really, any of the main 3 characters. I don't know which one. Okay, I understand, Black Belt Gamer.
Can I meld it? Yes.
I guess you just have them do the. I guess you would have your OC do the stuff that the main characters would do. That's how Sora normally does it. Like normally Sora has to be the one who does the epic thing the main character of the movie did.
Yep.
What world code would you like to see Sora mess up?
Yeah. I'd like to see him mess up the Beast Castle. That would be really screwed up, but really fun. No, I mean to the point where it's like an alternate version where like he basically destroys the rose and basically dooms the Beast and basically dooms Belle and Beast to bestiality till the end of time.
Oh boy, yeah.
Why? Oh, for Pete's sake.
I mean, I've thought of ideas like that where Riku screws up Dipper. Actually, no, Sora kind of screws up Dipper just by showing off his Keyblade.
Time to keep a move on. Joel and I will probably by the way, Joel and I will probably continue this live stream tonight for a little while. I've got nothing to do.
Sure.
I need to stay up longer anyway, so.
You don't have school tomorrow because of Labor Day.
Oh, screw you, Joel. I have to go to school because my school doesn't do Labor Day.
Haha, your country doesn't believe in labor. Your state doesn't believe in labor.
Your country, yeah. I'm from like, yeah. What am I from? Like the UK.
That's easy. Do what Joe Scorcher did and try to hit the rose. It explodes. Transition to his intro.
That sounds like that sounds hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that, like, what you talking about? Like, there's a YouTuber out there who always have an explosion after the end of his Let's Play videos or just his videos.
Yeah.
And what he does, and so what he did at the end of one of the videos is he tried to hit the rose, and then and then he cut to his explosion video. So it's like in SpongeBob where they always show the nuclear bomb going off.
Yeah. Good old SpongeBob, love that.
Yeah. That's it, figure. That's it. Oh, there's my neighbors.
Something wrong, Joel?
I see my neighbors walking. In some ways, Cole, I kind of do that in my story, because Sword does have a bit of an effect on the TV characters and kind of where their stories go to afterwards.
Nice.
There's like his impact on them. And I guess Jafar too, because he kind of has to leave Agrabah for a time.
Yeah.
So in sort of ways, like Thor's effects during the first game kind of still have impact today. Or in later stories, I mean. Do you want to stop after you beat this boss and then we come back and do the other worlds? Like you train up a little bit more, or you want to?
No, let's keep going. Wait, let's keep going.
Yeah, fine. Just want to make sure you have enough like power.
Yeah, I'll believe me, I got enough. Plus, if not, I can just train. It at least keeps people. It at least lets people understand how the whole meld system works.
Oh, that's true. And yeah, you did.
It was because I was weak.
That's fine. I got my computer.
I'll get your light back. Once I learn to stand up against the darkness.
You know what's weird though, and they kind of well, they don't really retcon it because you can kind of understand. Later on, they'll see Maleficent recruit Pete. But
oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, you don't have to show Maleficent recruit the other villains, but you know.
Each completely void.
I feel like they act like Pete was her only henchman.
Yeah. Or maybe she just realized I need a heavy.
I mean, yeah, you treat Pete as the heavy.
Yep. Harry Star is a really awful Keyblade.
It's still weird though that this takes 10 years later.
Yeah. Vigor says, why would you trust an obviously evil person, Terra? Well,
Terra ain't the brightest bulb in the bunch.
he ain't the sharpest Keyblade in the dojo.
And we're about to see that with the next world. What world do we go to next?
Good question. Let's see which I'm gonna see which one has the higher difficulty before I make any other decisions. Let's see. Combat level 3, so we'll do Castle Dreams. It would be hilarious if I just happened to plow through this Terra story on like one stream. I'd highly doubt that'll happen, but it'd be hilarious.
I like
Terra and Cinderella's talk here. I do like this.
Something wrong?
I think it's a cute little relationship. I've seen pictures of Terra and Aqua at the ball dancing together in fancy clothes.
Vigor says don't care. He still should have taken Xehanort's words with a heavy grain of salt. Oh, I agree with you, Vigor.
Darkness always finds a way into a wounded heart. You have to be strong. Strength of heart.
See, now I like Terra here. This shows a side of him I just wish we got to see a lot more of, like the gentlemanly side of him.
I like that. I feel like he's an old. I feel like Terra's an old-fashioned kind of guy.
As an old-fashioned kind of guy, I just wish they went with that a bit more.
Like he would open the door for the ladies.
Yeah.
Treat a lady with respect and dignity.
Play for the love of Tell Me Cures here. I just like the fact that the music is different here.
Because the rest of it's gonna be.
Yeah, but I really like that it's sad music playing here. And I do like how the unverse are used here, how they really do play to just the villain's negative emotions. As that's what the unverse are, they're just negative thoughts, that's all they are. They're negative thoughts personified.
Yep. They're Venus's private army.
Yep. Vigor says stupid hair racers, yeah. See, the problem is if I level up too much, they become easy.
Yeah, but then we get through the game faster.
True.
That's kind of my goal. That's my goal. Get through the game as fast as I can.
Yeah, but that. But what? Yeah, but what if we get through it in like November? Then what?
Huh?
Exactly.
It's true.
Oh yeah, Fairy Godmother here, a character who will come back in one other game after this.
There's nothing left to believe in.
She does? Which one?
One.
Oh, that's right. You're talking timeline-wise.
Yeah, she's in one.
I know that. I'm just saying. I thought you were talking about release order-wise.
I couldn't be here, and here I am. Come now, dry those tears. You can't go with the
Baby mine, dry your eyes. I cannot do Elephant Cross.
That's not the right song either.
I know, but when I hear dry your eyes, that's exactly what I think of. Oh yeah, that's right. We still haven't gotten a Dumbo world in this game. I'm kind of glad for that, honestly.
It would be Tim Burton's Dumbo.
Yeah, true.
Hey, Fairy Godmother emotes for the first time.
Yeah. What I don't like about this game is because it proves Triton right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this game is basically the proof. This is basically should have just been was right.
Well, the fun thing is I kind of like to play with the idea of, in my story at least, of Triton and Phil having like bitter memories about it. But then at the end, when they see Sora,
kind of like in Transformers Animated, where Ratchet has very, very bitter memories of the war.
But then at the end, where they see Sora, they're kind of like, oh yeah, you know, they weren't that bad. They kind of were good people.
I also like, fun fact, Ratchet's one of my favorite characters in Transformers Animated. Great show.
I like the conversation the Fairy Godmother and Terra have with each other later.
I do too. I like the dialogue in this world the best. After this, it all just goes downhill. It's weird. This world in this Terra story seems to be written the best.
This is the Tron legacy of this game.
This is the Tron world of this game.
Yeah, would you say in all three, or just Terra's story?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Really? I still think Enchanted Dominion is my favorite.
Well, I mean, just in terms of how it's written.
Her heart was full of light.
In terms of if it's written well and consistently, whereas it's with Enchanted Dominion, Joel, we have Terra.
Oh, she's the same person.
It's true.
We have dumb old Terra doing dumb old Terra things.
But then Aqua and Vent are pretty good.
Yeah. And then with the Castle of Dreams, Aqua, Vent, and Terra's story here is pretty evenly matched in terms of quality. Which makes the most sense because this is one of the worlds that Nomura like to feature pretty heavily.
He really does like Cinderella's.
Yeah, he was very gun-ho about showing this at any press event that had this game.
He also must really like Snow White because he always makes Ventus out to be Snow White in this universe.
Yeah, he says I really hate poor communication skills. Yeah, I do too. It also doesn't help that I'm a communications major, so you know. All right, is there a thing back here that I can get to? Please let there something be here. Please. Okay, save point. Not exactly what I was looking for, but you know. I do find the theme song here gets really annoying after a while. Yeah, it's way too repetitive, and it really takes the kind of the gentleness of Cinderella's movie out a little bit, unfortunately. Vigor says it's a really lazy form of storytelling. Yeah. That's my whole problem with
You don't like any of the Raimi films, to be fair, Cole, so...
Well, to be fair, but the communication is at the worst in 3. Here's the thing, when the communication in your stories makes your characters terrible people, that's where I draw the line. That happened with Bird by Sleep, it happened with Spider-Man 3, and it happened with The Legend of Korra Season 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Seriously, when Season 2 of Korra first started and it kept going, I'm like, okay, I am beginning to hate Korra.
Thankfully, Season 3 fixed all that.
Season 3 kind of gives her a bit more humility, and Season 4 really gives her more humility.
Eh?
But in the entirety of Season 2, I'm like, I don't like you. I don't remember why I liked you in the first place. That's not a good thing.
No good.
It really makes the characters unlikable. Yeah, exactly, Vigriff. And as soon as you don't like your characters, well, what's the point of watching? Now here's the thing. The World Ends With You starts off with a really unlikable protagonist. But the thing is, the character over time gets more likable. He learns from all the crap that he does to be a better person, and you grow to like him over time. With the stories I just mentioned, not so much. Well, Spider-Man 3, especially because we never got a movie after 3, unfortunately. You remember when Spider-Man, the whole talk about Spider-Man 4, Joel?
Yep.
Back in the day, I don't even remember. You remember who was originally going to play the Vulture in Spider-Man 4?
Nope.
They were gonna. John Malkovich was cast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he was originally going to play Adrian Toomes. He was going to be Vulture.
Cool.
But that fell through. Then they really wanted Black Cat to be in there, but Raimi apparently really wanted Vulture in, so they were going to make Felicia Hardy be the Vultress or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it sounded really bad. What year was Amazing Spider-Man 1, Joel?
2010?
Was it 10? 2010?
I think so.
I can't remember.
Maybe
Vigor
8?
says what?
No.
Yeah. Vigor says what? Yeah, Vigor, believe. Oh, cool, I have a new follower. Sweet.
I have a new follower.
Well, no, it's...
Oh.
No, remember, Joel, this is in... Remember who's streaming.
Well, technically, Twitter.
No, I'm talking,
Oh.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Huh?
We're here. Ignore the black box on the left, people. That's just whenever I get a message.
Not here, too.
And by the way, people, if you do send
you
me...
mean your PS4 followers?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay, let's be specific here.
I'll take care of it.
Don't be taking credit from my YouTube page, buddy.
How would I know I got a follower? How would I know you got a follower, Joel?
Aren't you doing this through my YouTube page?
Alright.
Yes, but I wouldn't be able to see that.
Stay behind me. Where you going?
So Felicia Hardy is the Vulture, yes, Vigriff. That was a long-running rumor for a while, and that was right around the time Spider-Man 4 got axed.
To stay strong.
Oh. I guess I did. So.
I like that. So,
I like this moment.
Yeah, I do too.
Aww.
Rowdy Rumble's playing. I actually like this song. Alright, Cinderella, come on. Pick them heels up, girl. We got some moving to do. Hurry on, come on.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Yeah. No, be careful about Cinderella.
She's not getting any damage. Stupid escort missions. Yeah, out of any, I don't care what video game it's in, I hate escort missions. They're usually the bane of my existence in games. Alright, we're still going. Proceeding. Still here, Joel?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Just making sure. Okay, come on. Nope! Alright, you know what? A thing of lightning makes the medicine go down.
Just a thing of lightning makes the medicine go down. Uh-oh. Careful.
Get a move on, girl!
Well, she's kind of surrounded right now.
Put them heels in other directions, come on! Glass slippers should be useful for something, you know?
I bet you glass slippers hurt.
I'm sure any slippers of that caliber hurt, Joel. Alright. Hey! Blizzard Rod leveled up again. Hopefully I can use it. Alright, come on, come on. Come on. Stick it up, take... Oh, shit. I wonder if anyone would be interested in me live streaming a horror game. Not necessarily on your channel, but just seeing me live stream a horror game in general.
Haven't you live streamed some of those zombie games before in the past?
What zombie games? Oh, you mean 7 Days? No, I mean a straight up horror game.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure people would like that. People like a good scare. It's Halloween.
Oh yeah, I should do a Halloween live stream at some point. I have some Halloween games I can play on. What do you have in mind? Good question. Yes, I realize Cinderella hasn't caught up yet. I could always do a Slenderman, the Arrival. That's a great one. You want to hear me scream after all? I want to hear you. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, there's Counter Hammer. That would have been useful against the weaving thing.
Oh, thank you.
Terra.
Thank you.
Yeah, way to be a gentleman, Terra. Don't even tell the poor girl your name. Oh, now you're gonna be a gentleman, really? Hey, Lady Tremaine.
I do like Terra's little gesture though. Like
I do too. Funny fact, one of the few Disney sequels that I like is the third Cinderella movie.
Yeah. Cinderella was actually, I think, one of the better Disney princesses they had back in the day.
Yes, I agree. For the OG Disney princesses, she's probably the best.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just believing is enough.
What do you think of the empty worlds? I never liked it. What do you mean empty worlds, Vigors?
I think you're talking about the fact that the world just feels so empty without people. No OPs, no NPCs, no people just walking around.
I don't like it either. At least in 2 we had NPCs walking around.
It makes the place feel like sets.
Yeah. Well, it looks like 3's gonna change that.
Thank God. Thank heavens.
There are a few characters that's practically no one. Yep.
Well, there is a passage beneath the foyer staircase.
Why would I look at the guy with the monocle? Do I think of the guy from The Mummy, the wife, the girl's brother, the lady's brother?
I don't know. Maybe because you kind of act like him.
Yeah. You remember? You know who I'm talking about, Joel? You remember those movies?
Yeah, that guy.
The old ass Brendan Fraser Mummy movies.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
I love those.
Not talking the shit. There we go.
I'm writing in my story currently. I'm on the part where it's just before they go to Hollow Bastion, and one of the bad guys who is like kind of playing all sides. V-Griff. Jasmine is my favorite of the original princesses. When I say OG, we're talking like everything before the Walt era princesses. But yeah, I can understand why you love Jasmine. She's definitely my fave. My fave.
For me, Belle. Oh, I did the stupid thing. I thought I was playing on my computer, but instead I was looking at but it was on my TV. That's a dumb moment right there. That's a fail. Oh yeah, finally have was a go. Alright. Counter hammer. There we go. Moving on. Hell, I forget how you get our Solum. I got that pretty early too. Oh, thank the Lord of Moogle. There we go. Thank the Lord. Finally cure. I'm buying like 4 of these. Alright, anything good? I'll get Slimy Dash. Why not? Alright, time to reformat my deck. Cure on. What else? I got anything else like good? Well, no, that's good. Alrighty. Alright, so this is a pretty good loadout. Now I finally have Cure, so if I really need to play it safe, I can just use Cure. What's wrong, Joel?
Aww.
Where do you see a puppy? I want to see puppy.
Twitter puppy.
I will say the Unverse are pretty forgettable bosses.
Yeah. They honestly look too silly.
The original colors helped a little bit with that.
I don't know, I like the Unverse. It's more fierce looking.
I do too.
It's what?
That's part of the reason I like the one in Radiant Garden the best. What was the point of going up there?
Where could they possibly be?
Oh, oh, of course. There are no guards around.
Where could they possibly be?
We're doing that kind of riding. Okay, I see what we're doing. Showing that budget, Nomura. Showing that budget.
Oh, this is only this is a 2000 PlayStation Portable game.
True.
To be fair, this is actually quite good looking for what it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The thing I hate about Terra is he's limited to long range attacks. Or limited in terms of long range. Damn it! Stop that. Whoa, going Mark Scene on my ass, eh? Okay. There. Alright, let's... Time to critical impact ya. Oh, come on. Ah. Alright, we're good. No, we're fine. It wasn't really hard. It's more, it's trying to divert me. It's not really working for him, but it's just annoying. There we go. Alright. There goes one. That's another world. Another world bites the dust.
Thank you. You saved us all. The guests were just starting to enjoy themselves.
Well, don't give up just yet.
What guess?
Oh,
What? Yes. Oh, that's right.
Tell me something.
I really hate that the
party.
prince.
You always
I hate that the princess barely gets any speaking lines in this game. He gets like 1 or 2.
they began to
You only get the yawn in the movie.
boy in a
Yeah.
mask arrived
He just looks at all the women. He's like, nah.
obeyed his every command.
Yeah. There's actually a really good song in Cinderella that actually
Do you know where he is?
Sora and Kyrie should dance to.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe anyone has seen him since then.
I I see.
And of course, the clock strikes 12.
Oh, my goodness. It's midnight.
Emote, girl, come on.
So it is. But why?
Goodbye.
Sorry, I'm a little far
Come
behind.
back. Please come back.
Man, you could not have a more stereotypical Prince voice than that one.
Sorry.
That's what he sounded like in the movie.
Oh, God.
Mademoiselle, senorita, wait!
Wait, did he just... Wait, he spoke... Wait. He used the French term, then he said... What? Is that common to use French and Spanish in the same...
Terra.
No,
Ben ran away from home.
France and Spain are technically neighbors. But I don't even, but I don't know what country technically Cinderella's from. This is where Aqua and Terra should have started talking to one another.
Agreed.
Vigor says.
Before I left, he tried
Very
to
much
tell
agreed,
me
Vigor.
something. I should have listened to what he had to say.
No duh, Terra!
So, did you manage to locate Master Xehanort?
No, but it seems he's looking for pure hearts filled with light.
Pure hearts, filled with light.
All I can tell you is that his search hasn't taken him here.
Alright.
Vigor just says no, yeah.
Find more clues.
Okay. The prince is in the ballroom ahead. He might have some
Yep.
answers.
No.
Thanks.
Aqua.
Just no. No.
No,
No.
just no.
Dream?
No. No.
Well, yes.
Oh. No. God, no.
There's this girl here.
I don't even watch The Office yet. I love that joke.
She made me realize how powerful it is just to believe. No matter how
Oh God, we're gonna take the belief thing and we're gonna run like with it with the Terra story. God,
to light the darkness.
we are gonna take it and run with it.
Take what again?
You see her, give her
The idea
thanks.
to believe.
Will do.
Gotta believe.
Yeah, even if you even if you believe helping a god of the underworld out is a good idea, you know.
Who is
But I
he?
believe, so it's okay.
Does he have anything to do with
I
Master
believe.
Xehanort's appearance?
Stroke of midnight.
I'm always tempted to know who would sing Dark of the Night, Venus or Master Xehanort. I always feel like Master Xehanort is the better candidate for that song, but I don't know. The ending part though is more of Venus' thing because he's summoning the minion.
Why do I feel like Xemnas would be great to sing, Be Prepared? For some reason, I really want to hear Paul St. Painter sing that.
I'm sure he got a great singing voice.
Oh, that's right, we gotta do that damn, mirror fight.
Spirit,
Didn't that scare you once?
come from the
No.
farthest space.
Well, yeah, well, I find it kind of haunting, yes. Does it scare, does it make me lose sleep? No. Or Billy
You could
Zane,
say, or
yeah, I
Billy
would have
Zane.
loved to have heard Billy Zane sing that.
Ooh, Billy Zane would kill it.
Magic mirror.
Billy Zane!
Who is the fairy?
Again, Cole, when we do Titan, no Tony J doing the mirror, that's sad.
Oh yeah, Tony J's not doing the mirror, that's sad.
Frollo's voice.
Oh, he did do the original, he did do the mirror, didn't he?
Reveal.
Not the original voice, but he did the in-between. He was the second one to do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's sad that he passed away. Would have loved to have heard him voice Frollo again.
Snow White, the original Disney movie that started it all.
Yep.
How about that?
By the way, before we get to before we see Snow White, I'm just gonna tell you I can't even with Snow White's voice. I can't do it.
Well, I told you, Cole, it's like
And
the
I know
movie.
it's the way it is in the movie too, and I can't even with it either.
Who goes there?
My name is Terra.
For some reason, I thought for the longest time that the Evil Queen and Maleficent were the same person.
I thought Maybe you might have seen.
Actually, not well. In Kingdom Hearts, yes, they're different voice actresses through the day.
Yeah.
But fun fact: the voice actress who played Lady Tremaine originally is also the voice of Maleficent.
Wait.
And that makes sense.
And actually, fun fact: the voice actress of Lady Tremaine is also the voice actress of the Evil Queen and Maleficent here.
Huh.
And Flora, too.
Oh yeah. I forget the 3 godmothers are in this game.
Do you dare to question me?
Good fairies.
What is the task?
Lady, I could probably, with just a flick of my fingers, you'd probably be gone.
There is a young maid who resides in this castle. Her name
I could Thanos it. I could Thanos it.
Kill her. And to make sure.
Boy, Terra, you're really buying some of this stuff.
Yeah, Terra, why?
In this.
Were you an assassin before Ericus found you?
Her heart.
I'm curious what Terra was before he was the Keyblade Master.
Are they doing the Ruby thing where he and his father were assassins and he killed his father because he was an asshole? Is that what we're doing?
I've had more than enough of her light.
What did this maiden do to you?
That
This is too stupid to live. Yeah. I love how Terra's like, yeah, I'm gonna consider gouging her heart out so I can find Xehanort.
kingdom needs.
Where can I find her?
Evil Queen's also another one of those people I think wouldn't have joined Maleficent's group.
Wouldn't have?
Yeah.
Oh,
You are dismissed.
yeah.
Go now and seek.
She seems almost too self-possessed to be in her group.
A heart of
Yeah.
This Snow White is.
Well, she's already the queen, so it's like...
Whoa, 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 Terra, you're giving me some creepy vibes here.
Creepy stalker, creepy stalker, creepy
I'm getting
stalker.
Stranger Danger vibes from you, Terra. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Man, this has only been going for an hour and a half. Now we're plowing through this. Oh, look, Evil Queen is an NPC, yeah. Who do you think the stupidest Disney villain is, Joel, just in general?
Ooh, 'cause they got a good list of villains, so... Even their worst movie has a pretty good villain with the Horn King.
No, I mean just villain that are just so mind-numbingly stupid. They may succeed, but they're stupid as hell.
Doofenshmirtz? I don't know.
Oogie, Hook,
Dr.
maybe?
Draken? Dr. Hook, I guess in terms of like the movies and Hook.
Vigor says again, if he was portrayed as a villain from the start, then I would like this game more. Yeah, I think that's where you and I are in the same boat, Vigriff.
I can see why you wouldn't want to do that though.
I could too, but honestly, with the way, with how safe they're trying to play it, it would have just going full on one side would have worked a lot better. Especially if this is how you're gonna write it.
Hang on, what? Okay. I'm going to Ralph's. I would have preferred to take the Anakin approach of like, have like the moments of pure anger, but he tried, but most of the time he's heroic.
Well, yeah. And like I said, I would think that's where they were going with it at one point, but that just didn't happen. So, all right. Alright. Aren't there people who sign in to YouTube just to watch live streams, but they never comment?
I don't know. I'm sure there's always a few people. Technically, a few of these people could be us.
Well, 2 of them, yes.
I'm watching.
Considering the type of class Terra is, you'd think that the anger thing would be played up a lot more.
Yeah.
Also, we talked over the whole thing where Erica says, but how can I, when you are so obsessed with power?
No, you're not.
And I would do the cinema sins thing and go, no, you're not. Dolphin Schnoots was meant to be a comedic villain, so him being stupid is only natural.
Well, we didn't say it was a bad thing they were stupid.
Yeah.
We were just...
Yeah, for the most part, Disney's usually good about picking villains that aren't, about using villains who are stupid, but usually in a good way.
I can't see it.
I gotta go through this whole dungeon thing, I forgot. Yep. I wonder how the evil queen traverses this castle.
Maybe we're just taking the long route. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't leave that room for all we know.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, we're fine. Or maybe she just traverses through different mirrors. Maybe they're gonna go through that really dark ass Snow White movie. Where it's all... the hell am I? Come on, Terra, what the? Damn it, I hate these controls. Ha ha ha, come on. Oh, I don't have to go that way, never mind. Hey, I got Gold Rush. I'm not going to equip that right now because it's not that good. I want that rock one. I want to get my rocks off. Yep, going full on for that pun, people. Still with me, Joel?
I'm still here.
Good. Just making sure everything's working all howdy-doody and all whatnot. You know, Joel, you and I discussed this recently, that the Hulk is probably still alive out there somewhere.
No, well, he shows up in days.
Yeah, well, we know he's still alive. He's probably still running. That crocodile's probably still tracing him. He's probably just running on the ocean right now.
No, you actually see
I know, Joel. I was making a really bad joke. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if that was like if Ventus had to be compared to DBZ character, he would be Gohan. Yes, he would. He has a lot of really good parallels to Gohan, actually. Now that I think about it. He's got a lot of Gohan's personality traits too, which is also interesting. Shit, not what I meant to do. Alright. I'll try air dash, damn it. So I think what we'll do is we'll go to the we'll probably stop at the mysterious tower right before Radiant Garden starts.
Alright.
Seems like the best idea.
Sorry. When you train up before we get to Radiant Garden.
Oh yeah, because I need to go crazy in terms of what abilities I can use.
I actually think we could get through Birth by Sleep pretty quickly, these stories.
Probably. Hold your ears, everyone.
Like chalk.
Oh, hello.
Oh god, it's so bad.
Snow White's the worst Disney princess.
Yes, by far.
Should I be?
God.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, Stranger Danger. This is so cringy.
Yeah. I like it with Ventus better.
Vigar says, "Oh yeah, God, this is so bad."
I like Ventus's story here.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
Actually, no, Aqua's is better. I don't think we have to listen to Snow White at all.
Yeah, with Aqua you don't. With Aqua you don't.
I think this is the worst world.
Yes.
I declare this.
Don't go in there. Really? Now you're gonna pull Stranger Danger off, Terra. Now you're gonna do that. Okay, really, okay. I think the canon order you're supposed to play this in is Terra, Ventus, and Aqua. I think that's the one that makes sense the most in the timeline. Do you like Aurora, Joel?
As a character?
Just in general?
Not really. She's not much of a character.
Yeah, Vigor says it's a recommended lore. Yeah. Oh, please tell me I can melt this into Cure Up. Yeah. I like her more in the movie. In the movie, we see aspects of her being smarter than we're let on. Like, the movie's almost giving her more credit. The movie just doesn't use her.
She said she doesn't know anything about Master Xehanort. That leaves me with just one other option.
You know who Terra reminds me of, Joel, and actually the better version of Terra in general?
Who?
Kovu.
Kovu?
Yeah.
I don't know. Really?
Well, he's... What they are trying to say Terra is. Kovu is exactly that. I mean, let's think about it. He's a guy, he's a fish out of water so much that when he starts hanging out with Kiara, he doesn't know how to act. Terra almost acts like that. It's just, we're led to believe he's smarter than he actually is. With Kovu, they just go straight up with it. And also, Kovu has his dark moments. And he has a better voice actor. Which is odd, because he also voices a character in Final Fantasy 13, so you know.
Didn't he also voice Max?
Yes, he also voices Max. And a lot of characters in Skyrim. That voice actor gets around. And yes, I'm gonna do this. I get around. Woo! Okay. Had to be done. Please tell me this works. Please tell me this works. Please. Yes. Yippee! Yippee! Double decomposing. Yay, Kira! Gotta love it. Vigor says you can see that. Yeah. Oh, air slide. Sweet. There we go. I really want to see Kovu in Kingdom Hearts at some point. I really want to see him. Yes, Kovu, Max. Also want to see Kiara as well. I prefer Glide to Vigriff. It's just what I have available at the time. Alright, I'll do a little more check through. Can I melt anything else? Oh, I can. What can I melt? Let's see. Fire Strike. I think this gives me Fire Dash if I'm correct. Field is shimmering. Yay, Fire Dash. Just on the safe side, we're equipping another cure. That way I can cure Curaga much easier. Alright, let's go kick that mirror's ass.
Yeah.
Again, there isn't a lot to talk about here because there's not a lot of story to talk about.
Not really.
That's the thing we have to remember with most of these stories. Once we hit Aqua's story, things start getting a little more meaty.
Definitely.
And Ventus is to a point, but I think Aqua's has the most meat behind it. Pretty much all the aspects of this game are all melded together with Aqua. We have Vanitas, we have Xehanort, we have Ericus, and of course all the other two characters because she's trying to look out for them. So, why is the mirror labeled as unversed? That's a good question. I don't know why. Oh, because I guess it's controlled by the unversed. I guess maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Because Wikipedia is a weird place, that's why?
Or as Red says, because reasons.
That's always the best reason, because reasons.
Exactly. You really want to piss someone off to say, why is this happening? Because reasons. Joel, now that when you laugh like that, you kind of remind me of Peter from Family Guy.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
You actually do it really well. I'll tell you this: I get a good idea. I get a good sense of people by how well they can impersonate Herbert.
I can't impersonate Herbert.
I've met 2 people who can very scarily impersonate Herbert.
What are you talking about?
Are you saying people who impersonate Herbert scare you, Cole?
Well, Joel, let's think about this. They impersonate an old man who basically wants to molest a fat teenager. Think about that for a minute.
Yep, I'd be scared too.
You will pay for such insolence. Magic mirror on the wall. Consume this fool once and for all.
I wish they could do Tangled the series in Kingdom Hearts, because I have some characters there who I'd love to make an appearance in that universe. Fun fact, they changed up the scene in the Japanese version.
Yeah, they did.
I like the Japanese version better.
There are parts of well, in the Japanese version, when Bray gets his scars, you full on see Terra just like shoot the things and actually strike a Terra. Where you see where Terra just strike Bray. It's actually pretty intense, but it's pretty cool. Why does the mirror speak and rhyme? Because reasons.
Mirror's always spoken rhyme though, that's a Disney thing. That's not a Kingdom Hearts thing, that's a Disney thing.
Yep. Mirror's rhyme, apparently. Alright, Mira. Come here.
Come here.
Alright, which one's smiling? Which one's smiling? Which one's smiling? Can I get past? Nope.
I died the first time doing this by accident.
Where the hell is the smiling? Oh, damn, it's down there.
Too bad I'm not looking, because I could actually probably see it.
Well, look.
Well, you're a few seconds ahead of me, so...
Oh, that's true.
It wouldn't do you much good.
Good point. Alright. Oh, here it's easy.
Somebody said that this freaked them out, but I don't remember...
Well, a big face smiling at you would probably freak you out, Joel. It looks like it wants to say, come play with us, Cole, forever and ever.
And ever and ever.
Come on. Come here, Mirror. Quit flying.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do something, Mirror. And down goes the mirror.
Yay.
E-I-N-G-O, 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 and down goes the mirror.
How did you escape?
Now you will ask the mirror.
Oh, now I'm getting really creepy vibes here.
Master Xehanort.
You know, Joel, the way, for some reason, when I look at Terra, I'm reminded of Darth Sion.
Why Darth Sion?
I don't know, maybe that's because that's who I wish Terra would be. Actually, no, because isn't it implied that Sion rapes Kreia? Isn't that a thing?
Probably. I don't think we want that for Terra.
Yeah, I don't want that. Kicked your mirror's ass. That's how. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, that isn't confirmed, but Kreia does says they... I forget what she says, but there's some creepy connotations to that scene.
Maybe it's time I went and spoke with him myself.
Jeez, maybe I said, jeez, maybe should have done that to begin with.
Not thinking, are we, Terra, today?
The plot isn't even getting in your way, Terra. It's just your own stupidity. Sign is the embodiment of pain, not hate. Yeah, exactly. You know, I was gonna say, if your character did become one of those Sith, I would have loved if our character became known as the Lord of Hate.
Yeah.
Yep. The sad part is I like all the Sith Lords in KOTOR 2. They just, Scion and Nihilus get shafted really easily. Especially Nihilus.
Poor Nihilus.
Sidious probably comes closest, yeah. Well, no, I'd say Vader probably is probably the most to that. These star shards never get brought up. Do the star shards become a thing again after this, Joel?
Nope. Well, wait. I forget. Does Coda do anything with them?
I forget. I forget. I wonder what Twilight Town was like back in 10 years or before. Vigor says no. Yeah, I didn't think they used the star shards after this. I'm like, yeah, they introduced it in this game and then they're never brought up again. That's sad.
Yeah. I would use the star shard to have like max travel. Like you just nix it and kind of like try to use it.
Yeah.
Master Yensid. My name is Terra.
Yes, Ericus's pupil. I've been expecting you.
Why do I get the feeling if Terra fought Yensid right now, he'd get his ass kicked?
Yes.
Because he probably would.
Yeah.
I thought it best to seek the counsel of one wise.
Considering he is a former Keyblade master and probably one of the most powerful sorcerers, probably the most powerful sorcerer in Kingdom Hearts. So I think Terra is probably nothing but an insect compared to Yensid. Then again, I say that because Yensid doesn't even intervene in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, exactly. Yensid is a retired master. Yep. I still, by the way, the Keyblade at the end of in that 3 trailer, Joel.
Yeah.
That Aqua picks up. I have to believe that was Yensid's Keyblade.
Really?
I would imagine that probably is. Now, why it would be there, I have no idea.
I'm not sure I even understand what's wrong. Master Xehanort is missing. And now I've learned there's a masked boy who is controlling those unversed on the loose.
See, Terra, this would have been glorious information for you to share with your comrades. Especially Ventus. So in a lot of ways, Terra basically doomed his friend because he didn't share him some good old information. I always thought Starseeker was Yensid's Keyblade. Well, it could have been.
Find Xehanort, Terra. That is where you should begin.
Well, gee, thanks, Yensid. Thanks for being such a big help.
Yeah.
I had hoped, Xehanort, your heart would no longer lead you astray.
Well, thanks!
I wonder how he knows Xehanort and Ericus.
I assume the 3 of them were trained together.
Yeah.
I would assume the 3 of them have the same master. Vigor says lazy writing. Exactly, Vigor.
Master Xehanort.
I also love that it isn't Terra that finds Xehanort. Xehanort finds him. Vigor, what did you ever see in him exactly? Alright, we're gonna stop here, folks.
Shouldn't we just do the cutscene of...
No, it'll be a good thing to start with next video.
Alright, good point.
It'll be good to start with, otherwise we just start a new world and then we kind of have to pick up the pace ourselves. We got through quite a good chunk.
Today, hopefully, maybe.
Tonight, no, definitely not. Probably won't be able to do that. But sometime throughout the week, that's a definite.
Okay.
I will let y'all know this coming weekend. I can't promise that a live stream will happen because that's when the new Spider-Man game releases. So, and that's probably going to be the hot topic. Huh?
I ain't probably buying that though. Too expensive.
Well, yeah. You should just wait till it gets a bargain then, Joel.
Oh yeah.
So I may live stream some of that on my channel depending on how copyright with all that crap goes. So yeah. Anything else you want to add, Joel?
Nope. I just hope you enjoyed the Let's Play. We're gonna keep going at it, and of course, like always, may your heart be your guiding key.
Always.